Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Williams channel, and welcome to our first ever. Yes, our first ever. I know I said I was going to start in 2020, but I put up a little picture in the community page, and I said, "Hey guys, I will do a preview for Stardom if and only if this picture gets 30 likes," and it got 30 likes in like 8 hours. And I'm like, you know what? I guess I got to give you guys an early Christmas present. So here it is, our very first Stardom video. This is a preview going into their last big show of the year, Stardom's year-end Climax 2019. And I don't know if you guys are new. I might get some new viewers here. I know a lot of my subscribers definitely want to see it, a lot of my fans. So guys, smash that like button because, you know, let's get this to like 15 likes. 15 likes. I'll try to get a new Stardom video up as soon as possible. But just a fair warning, I am fairly new to Stardom. I just started getting into the product like a few months ago. So there is a lot of wrestlers that I don't know the history about, but I've been doing my research. And I've been watching a lot of videos, a lot of guides, a lot of draft videos, and I've been falling asleep to Stardom matches. No, I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it like that. So basically what I do is, before I go to sleep, I'll put on the Stardom match, and then I'll either watch the whole thing or I'll fall asleep because I'm tired. But I've been watching Stardom matches like at night, like for the last 3 weeks. So I've been watching like a match like every day basically. So I'm a little invested now, put it that way. But since I'm new, I figured, okay, I think I kind of need someone on here to balance it out. Otherwise, I'm going to be botching names left or right and, you know, make it seem like I don't know what I'm talking about. So I got someone on here who I've been watching a lot of his videos to kind of in preparation to get ready to start watching Stardom in 2020. As you guys know, I am going to Stardom's Wrestle Cinderella show on January 4th next year, right before Wrestle Kingdom Day 1. I've been watching a lot of his videos, and I actually got him on for this prediction video. So everyone, please welcome the great Strokavich Okametal. That's your cue.
I've never done a collab before, so this is going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the Tyler-kun Williams channel. I'm sure everyone is pleased to hear you. I'm sure a lot of the people who watch Stardom probably have heard about you or have seen one of your videos before. And if not, I'm going to link a description. You guys definitely go check him out, because if it weren't for him, I wouldn't know a thing or two about Stardom. So I definitely have to credit him. And definitely CM Pulse, because Pulse has definitely been a really good help at watching these videos as well. Getting him on might be a bit of a challenge, though, because he's way bigger than me, but maybe one day. Anyway, so Strokavich, tell everyone here about how you got into Stardom.
So, like a lot of people who are getting into Joshi right now, my introduction to it was actually through the WWE. When Asuka first came into the NXT, I thought, wow, this chick is awesome. She's actually a really great wrestler, unlike a lot of the other women wrestlers at the time, to me, because I didn't really watch. So I was like, okay, that's really great, but I didn't really want to look too much into it, from there. But then Kairi came in, and a lot of people will probably be surprised by this, but I actually didn't get into Stardom until after Kairi had already left. And seeing her, I'm like, okay, this can't be a coincidence. Two people from the same type of wrestling, same country come in, and they're absolutely amazing. There has to be a connection here. So I started looking into it to see where Kairi came from, and I found Stardom. And so I subscribed right away and started watching every match from 2016 to the present day at the time, so that I was caught up, because 2016, for those who don't know, is when they started subtitling things.
Great.
That's how I got into Joshi and Stardom.
And for me, since I'm fairly new to this, so when Asuka first came in, they announced her as Hana, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know too much about this woman, but I invested in Asuka a lot. I mean, she was my favorite wrestler on the roster, period, for many, many years, and still is one of my favorites, even though I don't watch WWE as often. After she kind of left the company, that's when Kairi Sane, not the company, NXT, which it should be its own company at this point. When she left NXT, that's when Kairi Sane came in. And I'm like, okay, I've been hearing a lot about, oh my gosh, she has the best elbow drop in professional wrestling and this and that. I'm like, okay, let me go look it up. So I look up Kairi Hojo and look up her elbow drop. I'm like, holy fucking shit, that's a great elbow drop. And I'm looking at her wrestle, and I'm like, holy shit, we're going to see this in WWE. This is going to be fucking awesome. Now, mind you, I've only seen her highlight packages, not her actual matches. So when she comes in and she wrestles, I'm like, okay, this is really good. This is really good stuff. I don't think this is all that she can do. But then that's when I start hearing rumblings of Io Shirai coming in for the 2017 or 2018 Mae Young Classic, and I keep hearing about how Io Shirai is like the greatest wrestler in the world, period, male or female. And I'm like, okay, well, we got Asuka, we got Kairi, got Io. I'm like, okay, let me look into Io, and let me actually look up a match of Io. And that's when I saw Io Shirai versus Kairi Hojo from 2015, and I'm like, holy shit, this is fucking amazing. Now, mind you, that was enough to get me to start watching Stardom, but now I knew of Stardom, I knew what it was. And like a year later, now I have a lot of people who want me to actually start watching and reviewing Stardom, and I'm like, well, let me actually start watching the product and see what it's all about, and that's where we are right now. So I kind of got introduced by Asuka, Kairi, and Io. Same as you.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are nowadays. Like a lot of people who were into Joshi before were kind of upset that they were coming over because they were like, oh, we'll never get to see him again, blah, 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 blah. But the amount of people that they brought into the Joshi world just by being over in the WWE is ridiculous.
Exactly. And it isn't a crime to say that WWE's talent pool, a lot of it comes from Japan. I mean, you got Shinsuke Nakamura, you got the 3 women over there. It's just insane. They're trying to invade over here.
Yeah. Stay the fuck away. Not even just the Japanese wrestlers. A lot of the non-Japanese wrestlers actually got their start in Japan or became famous in Japan. Like a lot of the women too, like Shayna Baszler, Deonna Purrazzo, or whatever her name is. I believe she just recently.
Yeah, she just wrestled. She just wrestled Asuka on Raw last night, I heard. So I know a lot of you are probably waiting and clamoring for us to get straight into this card. So we're not gonna waste any more time, and we're gonna start from the bottom here and work our way up to the top. So first off, on the Stardom year-end Climax 2019, we have a trios match. Now, mind you guys, I just started getting into this product, so if I botch names, as I did with New Japan, I want you guys to do your parts and let me know in the comment section if I pronounced it incorrectly, if I pronounced it correctly, the backstories and some of the wrestlers that I'm most interested in. Like, you guys did it for New Japan, and I greatly appreciate it. All of you guys who know about Stardom, do the same thing. Trust me, I won't hate you, and I won't feel bad if you guys correct me in the comment section. Please, help your boy out. Appreciate it. So we have the team of TIDA, Saya Kama Ita. Oh, shit. Here we go.
Kamatani.
Kamatani. Okay, thank you. We have, we went over how to pronounce these names before this really even started, and now I feel like it's kind of slipped my mind already.
It was like forever ago.
Yeah, I know, right? ITSUKI HOSHINE versus the team of you know what? I'm gonna have you take this card for me because I'm just a mess. Take the match for me because I'm a mess right now.
Okay. All right. So left one, Saya Kamatani and ITSUKI HOSHINE versus Leo Onozaki, Hina, and Rina.
Oh my God, you went through that in like 3 seconds. It took me like a minute of having a damn stroke just to get through like the first 3 names. So thank you.
You know how often I say these people's names in my life? A lot.
Hey, listen, that was me with New Japan, and now I'm just pro saying names. So I understand.
Oh yeah.
You know, I just started to get into Hina and Rina, who are, what are they, 13 years old? They're like literally children. They're not even legally able to drink or drive yet, which is just weird.
Neither is Momo.
Yeah, Momo in the States. I'm sure I think in Japan, what is that?
No, Japan, it's 20, I believe.
Oh, okay,
Momo can't drink in Japan.
Oh, I'm thinking of the UK then. Never mind. This is very interesting for me because I'm only familiar with Hina and Rina. I'm not too familiar with any other team in this match, so I'm gonna go with Leo, Hina, and Rina to win. What about you, Strokavich? What's your little insight on this?
I feel like it's very clear that the Saya, and ITSUKI team are gonna win in here. Hina and Rina are kind of like the bottom of the bottom card, and Leo is probably one of the lowest on the card in terms of rookies who aren't children. And they're obviously pushing Kamitani like really hard, rightfully so. She's amazingly talented for her skill level, like how long she's been wrestling. And TIDA has definitely started getting into her groove, and ITSUKI has been doing some very impressive things now. The only way I could see the other team winning is if Leo herself were to pin or tap out probably ITSUKI.
I mean, the way you made them seem like, you made it seem like they were Jobber Joshi, so I don't know if I even want to go with that team anymore, but I'm going to stick with them. Maybe they beat all odds and they have to win this match.
No, see, the thing though is like the really awesome thing about Stardom is you get to see these people progress and grow.
Exactly.
Like if you looked at any of the people in this match, not counting Kamitani or ITSUKI, and you went back like a few months, like half a year to a year ago, they would be so much worse than they are now. Like they've improved so much. Like, sure, they're the bottom of the card, but they're the bottom of the card of some of the most talented people in the world right now.
Exactly.
So it's really not that big a deal, in my opinion.
It was just like back when I was getting behind Ren Narita and Shota Unomo last year, and barely anybody knew who they were. And now look at them. Now Shota Unomo is, I struggle to call him Shooter, but now he's one of the most popular people they have right now. So.
I mean, I've even heard of him, and I don't watch like anything other than Joshi. So, yeah, like that's how big his name is getting in the wrestling world, I guess.
All through Jon Moxley, which is a little sad. But anyway, then we get into the next match, who I'm pretty familiar with. I would say most, if not all, the women in this match. We have the team of Jungle Kyona, Death Yamasan, and Ruka versus the team of Natsu Sumire, Jamie Hayter, and Session Moth Martina. Now, I am familiar with Jungle Kyona, Jamie Hayter, and Session Moth Martina. Now, Jungle Kyona, she was one of the very first female wrestlers I was introduced to in Stardom, mainly through Pulse, because the dude just is infatuated with that woman, and I could see why. She's definitely one of the most talented women they have. Jamie Hayter, she had her match, and what was that groan for? Was that a groan in disagreement?
No, that was a.
I don't know, man. That sounds like a...
Jungle's awesome.
I don't know, man. That sounds like a disagreeing groan for me.
No, trust me, we're big fans of Jungle in this household.
Okay, cool. I thought there was some dissension here. I had to, make a video about it, get some drama started. That's how we get the views here. Anyway, just kidding. So we get into
diss track.
Yeah, exactly. Jamie Hayter, she obviously has had, I think, 1 or 2 matches in AEW, so that was my introduction to her. I've seen a few of her matches in Stardom, and holy shit, she is very talented. Not only is she talented, but we share the same birthday. Literally, like, we were both born on April 23rd, so we are brother and sister through that matter. And Session Moth Martina, I've seen a few of her matches. I definitely was introduced to her earlier this year at Joey Janela Spring Break 3 when all the women invaded that show and just tore the house down. So, as far as wrestling, she's fine, but I don't know what her work rate looks like at Stardom, so I don't know just how talented she is yet. Death Yamasan, I just started to kind of know who she is. I do think her character is pretty much the most interesting out of really all the wrestlers here. But Ruka and Natsu Sumire, I'm just starting to get to know them, so that's going to be pretty interesting for me. I am going to go with... I'm going to go Tokyo Cyber Squad to win this match. Yeah, I know. I ain't going to lie. My allegiance currently lies with Tokyo Cyber Squad. I'm one of them. I'm one of those. So I'm going to go with Jungle Kyona, Death Yamasan, and Ruka to win this match.
So that's a smart choice here, even though they have Ruka. A lot of the times in Stardom, if a team is made up of some big people and then a lower card person, that low card person's probably taking the pin.
Oh, yeah, I know.
But
New Japan.
But the way I see it here is that Jungle and Death could pin pretty much everyone on the other side except maybe Jamie, because I kind of feel like they're pushing Jamie a little bit in Stardom, rightfully so. Like you said, she's phenomenally talented.
Exactly.
She's amazing. Like, she's really, really good. And then, but on the TCS side, the only people that could probably get pinned is Ruka and Death, or not Death, Ruka and Jungle by Jamie. Death is kind of actually pretty protected in Stardom for the most part, even though they don't really need to because her legacy's already been set. I mean, she's a veteran. Like, there's nothing that she does now is going to ruin her her legacy. So if I had to choose, I would probably go with Odo Tai, just because being a Jungle fan, I know it's stupid to hope that she wins.
It's stupid, damn.
Yeah, being a Jungle fan is kind of being like in pain and misery.
Oh
all
man,
the time.
so I've always heard reference of being a Jungle fan as like being a Tetsuya Naito fan, so I understand. I understand.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with Odo Tai. With TCS's lineup, it's really hard to say that Ruka's not gonna cost them the loss, especially with the rest of the well, I don't want to talk about the rest yet because we'll talk about that later. But based on the rest of the card and who's in the match, I would say Odo Tai.
All right. So we're on opposing teams, I see. Fight to the death. But then we get into the next match. We have the Artist of Stardom Championship match between Queen's Quest. Oh, not Queen's Quest. Yeah, it is Queen's Quest. Okay, I was right. Queen's Quest, Momo Watanabe, Utami Ashida, and Azumi versus Tam Nakano, Saki Kashima. I know, please have mercy on me, guys. This is my first time. And Starlight Kid of Stars. So I have, when I first started getting into Stardom, I would say the matches I most frequented featured Momo Watanabe. So I am more inclined to go with Stars Queen's Quest because of Momo Watanabe. So I'm going to go with the champions to reign and defend their titles.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. There's like almost a 0% chance Queen's Quest is not coming out of this with a win. I like, even though Azumi could be pinned by literally anybody in the other side, I don't think that they're going to lose the belts this early, especially since it kind of feels like they don't have anything for these three right now, with the main focus being on the two title belts and Julia's entrance and Hazuki's retirement. I just don't think that they're going to take the belts from them this soon, especially when two of the singles belts are already in Stars. It would feel really crazy to have pretty much all of the belts except like the tag belts be in Stars. Well, all of the important belts anyway.
Yeah, I get it. I get you. I do have some love for Starlight Kid, because if it wasn't for her, I would not be going to wrestle Cinderella. So big ups to her. I will be gladly supporting her in her endeavors in the future. Then we get into the next match. This is one of the biggest matches on the show. The retirement match for Hazuki as she goes up against Natsuko Tora. It's a shame because I am just starting to get into Hazuki. Like, I just seen a few of her matches within the last 2 weeks, and she has potential. She was talented, and now she's retiring. But I think people do got to remember that even though they're pro wrestlers, they're also real life people just like you and me. So if she wants to, venture out into the world and pursue other, endeavors, that is her rights, and you have to support her. I mean, you don't have to, but you should support her. She's young. She's agile. I mean, she has a bright future ahead of her. So even though it won't be in Stardom, I wish the best for her. And I'm going to go with Hazuki to win this match.
Yeah, this one was tough for me. I've been thinking about it for quite a while because in wrestling, not just in itself, when you go out, you're supposed to put someone over. Exactly. It's just kind of like the right thing to do. But at the same time, I don't it would be good for Natsuko to beat Hazuki, but I feel like Natsuko's already gotten her push from her wins over Jungle. Like, I really don't feel like her beating Hazuki here is going to do anything for her, and that's why the Julia Hazuki match ended the way it did, so that Hazuki could put someone over on her way out and still have her last match be something meaningful to her. And not everyone loses their last match in Stardom. I mean, Yoko Bito didn't lose her last match, if I'm remembering correctly.
Didn't Io win her last match, or am I wrong?
I'm not entirely sure. That's actually one that I've kind of forgotten. Not because it's like bad or anything. I just have a really bad memory. I've been meaning to re-watch that because I have been curious about that myself, because I kind of wanted to see who everyone put over on their way out. Kind of like how Yoko Bito put over And then I think Kyrie put, because in their gauntlet only one person, and I kind of see that as more putting someone over for like the next step than maybe their last match. And I think that's a smart way to do it. Like for example, whoever pins Hazuki in her gauntlet match is probably someone that Stardom is going to be pushing in the future.
Io won the last match.
Okay, it makes sense. I mean, it's Io.
Yeah.
I mean, should she lose? You know, I mean, it's Io. It's not like she's retiring.
Exactly. She may come back one day.
Well, oh yeah.
May.
I actually, this is kind of a controversial, but I really don't think that Io and Kyrie should come back. Don't get me wrong, it would be great. I would love to see them back in Joshi, like in Stardom, putting on really great matches again. But I feel like they're not needed.
No,
and
they're not.
The way Stardom is now, it's much better than back during their reign, because everyone kind of feels like a star and everyone kind of has their own thing going on. But back then, it was kind of like everyone was just lead up to the main event, which usually involved either Io, Mayu, or Kyrie.
Yeah, I get that. Now, when I say maybe one day, I say that in a sense that, oh, we might see them back, but not, oh, have her come back to carry the company again. Like, you know, I think they, especially Io, I think she definitely has to cement the spot in NXT, whether she goes or leaves. Kyrie, on the other hand, I think, you know, once the Wizzo tag titles are gone, I don't know what to say about her. So, I heard she's looking for, she might be looking towards go back to Stardom, but I don't know. That's the top for another video.
Really wouldn't put too much faith into that.
Yeah, like I said, topic for another video.
But it would definitely be Kyrie, because Io has already done everything in Stardom. So
exactly, she has no reason to come back. But then we get into the next match. One of the matches I'm most excited for. We have a singles match between Hana Kimura and Giulia. If you guys don't know, the one woman I'm getting behind in Stardom right now is Hana Kimura. She is just, I think there is a lot of potential in her, and I think as the leader of Tokyo Cyber Squad, I have to get behind the leader. So I am definitely one behind this woman. She's also very young. I think she's my age. She's like 22 years old. She's pretty young. Giulia, I'm not too familiar with her work. I'm not too familiar with it. I just saw one of her matches a few days ago. She looked good from what I saw, the one match I seen of her. If I had to go off of who I think will win, I'm going to go with Hana, of course. But what do you think?
Yeah, really, I'm going to have to go with Hana as well. It just makes sense storyline-wise. I don't think that they should be pushing Giulia that high up already, even though in terms of skill, Giulia really, in my opinion, isn't too far below Hana. But Hana is farther up because of storyline reasons than her natural charismatic like character work, which I agree with. I think she should be where she is right now. And even though I'm a huge Giulia fan already, like huge, I don't think she should beat Hana. I think Hana should come out of this a winner. That way that, you know, when they have another match down the line, whether for a belt or not, Giulia could come out on top to kind of put a resolution on that whole storyline.
Well, then we get into the World of Stardom Championship match, which is supposed to be the main championship, but as it seems right now, is kind of become a little secondary at the moment. We had the reigning defending champion, the leader of Stars, I believe, Mayu. I almost called her Momo Watanabe. Oh my god, Mayu Iwatani versus the leader of Odiotai Kagetsu. Now, I'm familiar with both of these women, especially Mayu. I am going to say that Mayu retains because she literally just beat B.A. Priestley for that championship, I believe, a month ago. And I know Kagetsu had a long reign as champion. It was almost a year. And it would be nice to see her back as champion. But I think Mayu's going to get some leverage out of that run. Now, if she drops it too, I'm not too sure. But I think that Mayu's going to retain the championship here.
Yeah, like I said, like during the artists belts, there's almost a 0% chance Mayu's losing here. Not because Kagetsu's not good enough to beat her. A lot of my videos, I put these two pretty much tied for first in terms of ability. But it doesn't make sense to have Mayu drop at all. And it would actually kind of crush my soul if they did. Because Mayu definitely deserves the belt right now, more in motion. I'm definitely picking Mayu. It just seems like the smart choice, for sure.
And then we get into the main event, the Wonder of Stardom Championship. is being defended by ARISA Hoshiki versus Konami. I'm just starting to get into ARISA Hoshiki, and she, oh my god, like, she is really just eye-opening to me. I see a lot of potential for future World of Stardom, gold on that woman. Konami, I'm fairly familiar with her through some freebies work I've seen her done, and definitely she has the name Konami, so it's very tempting not to think of video games when you think of that name. But I'm going to go with Arisa to retain her championship.
See, this is actually where we're going to differ here, because I think belt, it doesn't make sense to have both the singles belts in the same group for this long. So either she's going to lose it to Konami here, or her next challenger's taking it, because she's had a very long run, a very successful run. Some of the best matches of the year were because of her and her title belts. But I think it's time for her to give it up for Konami to finally get some kind of singles belt. And the only one right now I could see them putting on Konami would be the white belt. It just all makes sense.
Oh, she hasn't been an Artist of Stardom champion before?
She has.
Okay.
I meant singles. I don't know if I said singles belt, but yeah.
All right, so we got some difference of opinions in some of these matches, but like I said, I'm the rookie watching Stardom, so don't be surprised if most of my predictions might be wrong, except for my Anakamura one because she's the best. But that is our predictions for the upcoming Stardom year-end Climax show. What do you guys think about the upcoming card? Who do you guys want to win? And once again, hit that like button, smash it, go follow Strokavich Okametal.
So yeah, Strokavich Okametal, of course. You could just look up Strokavich. The Okametal part was just because my first channel, I don't know the password.
Or just look up Stardom and hit them up.
That's true. I don't want to be like vain or anything, but it is true. A lot of my videos do come up when you search Stardom. But yeah, it's really great. Most of my videos are going to be informative based, stats wise. I do some opinion stuff here and then, but mostly I'm very bad at picking winners. So don't go with my choices, please, and then blame me if you lose money. I just know a lot about Stardom. It's one of the best promotions in the world, in my opinion. And if you want to know a lot more about it, I have many videos to explain things. Everything from history of these teams, history of some of the belts, videos specifically on single people like Hana, Kimura, or Izumi. If you just really want some information, check out my channel. I think you'll like it.
All right. Thank you guys for watching this video. I love you guys as always, and I will see you all for my next video. I'm also doing a daily series on this channel where I preview every match going into Wrestle Kingdom 14, so make sure you guys check that out if you haven't already. And for more Stardom content, please stay tuned, because I will be reviewing Stardom's year-end Climax once the video goes up, and I will be at Stardom's Wrestle Cinderella show in Tokyo, Japan on January 4th, so I'll be doing a review of that show right after I come from Wrestle Kingdom 14. Love you guys always, and I will see you